Hi guys, and happy Sunday. Today is December 5th and this is my first stamping video of the month. As you can tell by my clean sheet here, look how beautiful that is. Alright, so anyway, I was playing today with my alcohol-based blends. The colors that I chose are some retired colors, but I wanted to, it's a kind of a gloomy day here in Chicagoland. It's gray out, it's 34 degrees. We're supposed to have freezing rain possibly later. So I wanted to do something that was a little bit bright and sunshiny. So I decided that I was going to go back to an old favorite. Now back in the day, when you could go to the big box home improvement stores, you could find hundreds of these, what I call tumbled tiles. Now they're kind of hard to find. So nowadays, let me go over here. You can find them in a package like this. And I know the people at the store were kind of watching me because I was pulling all these out. I was trying to find the ones that had the most light ones because these work the best when doing this technique. Not saying that the dark ones don't, but they just work better. Here's one of the darker ones. And as you can see, and I didn't do a very good job with this one, but as you can see, there's a lot of darker color in the background. This was my first attempt. This one, I did the tissue paper wrong, so it came out not blended. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to do. I also have a file in here, just in case I need to file down any of the parts that I don't like. Okay, tissue paper. Now you can go out and get tissue paper from the craft store, but mine's again from Paper Pumpkin because every month I get one from Paper Pumpkin. So I have lots to use. And I'm going to be using, let me get some of the newer blends. Okay, hang on for 1 second. All right, so I'm going to use a different color scheme this time. I am going to use, this is Old Olive, the light. This is Calypso Coral, it's the dark. This is Bermuda Bay, and it's the light. This is Highland Heather, and it is the dark. And finally, Flirty Flamingo, the dark. Okay, and you want to have a piece of tissue paper that is larger than your subject. So you know what, I'm going to rip off another piece just because I want it to be way bigger. There we go. That way it covers it all. All right, so I'm going to put the tile over here, and you're actually going to color on the tissue paper itself. So if you have a clean paper towel underneath, it works a little bit better because then you can see where possibly your colors aren't. So you know what I'm going to do just for now, just so I can see it, I'll put a piece of, you know, I call it typing paper, but I guess it's copier paper now because someone says I don't type anymore. Typing is dead. Everyone is doing word processing, or they're doing, you know, printing off the computer. So it's copier paper. To me, it's still typing paper. And I'm going to go over some of these colors. It's not going to really be bad for your colors, or it won't muddy your markers. And you can leave some spots. I don't like to. I'm a messy person. So I like to, oh, wait, I've already used Highland Heather. I haven't used Flirty Flamingo yet. So let me get into the Flirty Flamingo. Let me get a little bit in there. You just want to make sure that you're colored bigger than what your tile is. So I'm going to just kind of hold it over to see. All right, and that looks good. And then what I'm going to do is the side I colored on, I'm going to put down. Now don't press it down or else you'll get those mottled marks. Or you'll get, you know, the really big blotches. So then I'm taking my 91% alcohol. You can use your painter brush if you want to. You could use blender wouldn't work very well. You could do the flicking technique if you wanted to. But what you want to do is you want to saturate your tissue paper. Sorry. I'm having some mind farts here, people. Sorry. And you just kind of want it, see how it's moving around and it's kind of muddying together, but there is some like marbling look to it. So let me put this over here for now. Make sure all of my alcohol's out of there. Don't put this down where you'll throw things on top of it. I've done that before. Not good. Let me put that back in the container back so I don't do it. All right, so you want it to set for a little bit. And if there's any white spots that you want to take care of, you can just go ahead and tap on it like I just did. Then you're going to bring it up. And it's going to continue to move around. I don't know if you can tell that. Sometimes I'll go like this to try to remove some. Let me put this over here upside down on that. Do not use a towel. Do not use felt to take off the excess. I use another piece of tissue paper to try to get some of the excess up. I think I used too much of that Calypso coral, but that's all right. All right. And then you're just going to set that aside and you're going to let it dry. You don't want to touch it with towels or anything like that right now. As you can see, some of the blue is still there, but I used way too much of the Calypso coral, but that's all right. And then what you're going to do after it dries, like I said, I don't pat it. Sometimes I'll turn it upside down in the area where I've already stamped just to make it a little less wet, but I'm not pressing down. As you can see, I'm just putting it down quickly. And then you just leave it like that, let it dry. Once it dries, get out your StazOn. And I have to apologize. This is why the video is so late this morning. I searched all over for my black StazOn pad. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Why can't I find it? And then I found it in a drawer, but I didn't have my little weight on top of it. Because, you know, StazOn, you want to make sure that they don't have any air in there. They have that plastic cover that goes under. Here, I'll show you on this one I have. I had a brown one from back in the day. So you have this plastic thing. Well, mine wasn't down all the way, and the lid wasn't down all the way. So guess what? I can't find my black StazOn ring inker. So I used here what I had on hand from back in the day. This is the StazOn in purple and brown, and then just brown. But look how beautiful that looks. And now look, this looks like it's almost dry. When it looks like it's dry, pick it up, and it's not. There's still some shiny. So I usually let it set for at least a good 20 minutes. You know, let it absorb in. But then just take your StazOn, take your stamp pad. Now a StazOn, something that's detailed like this sometimes isn't the best item to use because that StazOn sometimes doesn't pick up the good detail. But just know that it's fabulous. Any way you do it, stamp down, and then after about 24 hours, it'll be cured and then you can use it. And now I'm thinking, what can I do with this piece? Look at that. That's kind of cool. Anyway, so just a quick video, guys. Go out to your home improvement store, or if you were like me back in the day, if you have any left over that you bought that haven't used, go ahead and grab them out. But it's really a fun technique to do to color these tumble tiles, backdrop tiles, to make cute little decorative accessories for your house, and could even be something fun as gift giving. All right, thanks a lot, guys, and have a great Sunday and a fabulous end to your weekend.